9th, 2020 of the Township of Washington Township Council. Adequate notice of the meeting was given in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act by the Township Clerk to at least 2 newspapers on March 3rd, 2020, and this notice has been posted on the Township Bulletin Board and on the Township website. Please notify the municipal clerk for any disability requirements necessary for attendance at mayor and council meetings. The fire exits are located through the double doors to your right and through the door on your left. Please silence all cell phones. Salute to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Councilman Casio, Councilman Cumming.
Here.
Councilman DeSena.
Here.
Councilwoman Morgan.
Here.
Council President Feeney.
Here. Also in attendance, Peter Calamari, Mayor, Robert Tober, Administrator, and Sue Wachowski, Township Clerk. Open public discussion. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And there's nobody in the public audience. Anybody online, Sue?
Nope.
Okay. Motion to close public discussion.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Are we taking people online these days?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought we were. No?
No.
Calling
I
in.
thought we had a, I don't know. I thought we had a,
Didn't
no.
she say online?
I thought we had,
Are
sorry.
we doing
my
like
fault.
Facebook Live or something?
Okay, we do have 2 people who would like to have their salaries reviewed in public,
Sure.
and that is,
Sue, do we have a list of all the people that are to one page?
Yes, it's 1 page.
You can pass that down.
Two pages on.
I'll stay home good reader.
I only got one.
Put this back down. Casio.
Yeah, the second one is Vince Corrado. I got into a closed mode. Vince Corrado is also in open.
okay, so Vince. Oh,
Corrado.
thank you. Okay, so let's start with Sarah Bright. Did you get one of these? Here's the first. Here.
Mr. Toba, can the budget, can the building department budget afford this since it's a self-funded item?
You can,
We're certain about that.
What page are we on?
unless we see a severe downtick in activity, I see no reason why we cannot.
Don't worry, I think so.
Now, I think even more important to that argument is doing our salary analysis for these positions. The low side of average is $25 an hour. Both of these employees will be looking at $23 an hour, one in a full-time capacity, that would be Sarah, and Vince in a part-time capacity.
So we have enough in the building department budget to offset a $38,000 increase.
We have, obviously, part of their budget is funded by us and part of it is funded by fees.
0% of the budget should be funded by us.
That's for our inspectors. These are for our TAs.
Yeah, but the TAs are supposed to be included in that number.
So why are we budgeting for it in current?
That's a mistake. That's why I've been
We've
asking
always-
for 2 years.
Are we discussing Sarah?
First time
Bright
I've heard
or-
you ask that.
I've asked that for 2 years.
So it's when, so.
Mr. Cumming, would you agree with me?
I believe that they're all funded from the
The whole entire
fees,
department
from
is supposed to be
permits.
funded by fees and permits.
And looking at our last number for revenues there would fund all the salaries and all the operating costs too.
Well, that's a mistake.
What's a mistake?
We should not be funding the building department. It is a self-funded department.
Yes.
And I've been asking the same question. I've been told for the last 2 years that it was being self-funded. And we can go back to the video.
Again, I'll say what I said before. It's the first time I've heard you ask the question. So I will get that budgeted number or that revenue number for you tomorrow.
Okay, so we're requesting her salary currently is $32,759 and to go to $41,860, correct?
Yes, and keep in mind that number from last year is a combination of part-time and full-time and pre-certified TA to certified TA.
I'm sorry, just, I don't know what T.
Tech assistant.
Technical
Thank you.
assistant.
Thank you.
Yes,
Just making sure, because I think like teaching assistant.
of course.
Okay, so she's currently 35 hours a week.
I think we, if you don't mind, Mrs. Feeney, we need to table this because we have a bigger problem if we're funding the department. So we need to get to the bottom of that first. So if we table these two, if you don't mind, until Mr. Tovo gets us an answer.
So it'd be the two of them, it would be.
Well, it'll be anybody in the building department that's asking for a raise.
So who's in the building department? So Vince is in the building department, correct?
Yeah, it's hard to tell by here, so can you just familiarize us with this?
What's Vince?
What?
Mr. Corrado.
Starting
Vince
with,
Corrado, he's in the building department.
Well, it starts with Mr. Shiala right at the top.
Okay.
and runs down to Mr. Pellegrino.
Right.
Okay.
So these 6 current and 1 open.
Correct.
To have, I guess, a clear understanding of where the funding is.
Mr. Cumming, would you agree with my statement?
Yes, sir, I do.
Thank you.
John Francis is an elected official? Or
He's the
electrical
electrical
Thank you.
official. Yeah.
Just making
He's
sure.
the electrical inspector,
Okay.
certified.
And you're saying that typically the way this town should be run, it should.
The way the state statute reads from the Department of Community Affairs is that it is a self-funded department. And I've had departments where we've had 5 TAs, and a year later, we went down to 2 TAs because the funding wasn't there for 5, and they had to lay 3 of them off because of the funding issue. Because, like Mr. Tovo said, if the revenue drops, then the department has to drop.
Okay. So I apologize.
Correct, Mr. Cumming? Would you agree with my?
Oh, yes.
Okay. I know you have the experience in this department. so-
Well, 12 years.
I know, that's why
Yes.
I'm asking you. I had
Yes.
25, but
Plus other.
So for next week, do you want me to all write everybody, include the inspectors and everybody?
No, don't rice them yet. Let's get the answer first from where we stand, and then we'll make a plan to rice them. Because
Okay.
I don't want to rice them, and then
Get
we
the info
don't
first.
have the
Okay.
information we need. Is that okay with everybody?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay, so let's not rice everybody, but let's put a follow-up item on for Monday's council meeting. Or prior,
So both those people that were in open are in that department, Sue, you said?
yeah. Sarah Bright and Vince
I don't see any
Corrado.
other open in here, that's why.
Yeah, it was Vince, I got on a, and I apologize, closed.
Okay.
Is that there is no CCO inspector at the present time?
Where's the name missing?
There's
Yeah,
no
I
name.
did not do Mrs. Ciala and the inspectors on here.
No, right now, there is no CCO, it's per inspection, I guess it says. But it doesn't tell us who it is. And same thing for the plumbing. Is Mr. Shiala both the construction official and the plumbing official?
Apparently he is.
Yes.
And is that the same with Vinnie Pellegrini? He's both building,
That's
plumbing
what I read.
inspector and CCO inspector?
Yeah.
That's how I read it, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Just like
If
Joe
the
said
position's
a
not
case.
filled, it would say vacant.
Oh, if it's not filled, it says unfilled. Okay.
Oh, well, we didn't know.
Mr. Tovo, do I have a copy? I did not print out a copy of that.
Here, you can, there's an extra copy here, I think.
No, don't take seats.
Thank you.
Oh, I thought there was one more copy.
This is an open copy?
Yeah.
Those are extras.
Just so I can follow along with you guys, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Okay, so could you also apologize to those people in the building department and let them know that we're just going to be writing them one more time for a final discussion? Okay. And could you send me the statute
We can look it up. It's, just go online and look it up.
on
It's there.
360 code, it's under there?
No, it's not under our code, it's under state statute. But Mr. Tova's put together for us, right?
Yes.
All right, we're now going to go into closed session. So the people who wanted to be.
So you
I
need
believe
to-
everybody else is closed, right, Sue?
Yes.
Yes,
So you need a motion to go into,
yes. May I have a motion to enter into closed session?
adjourn from public and go into
And we're going
closed.
to adjourn from public. Oh, may I have a motion to Adjourn from public meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Closed session. Yeah, I'm just getting that. So, closed session is resolution number 20-183, personnel budget. Motion to enter into closed session.
So moved.
Second, I'll second it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 We just got to tell her to keep
Yeah.
the mic.